And yo, yo, yo to the yo, yo, yo. And for you, I made it. Just do a sound check real quick here. Just one little bit. I think I can do it. Where was I? There I am. Okay. That doesn't seem to. This tab is being muted. Okay, let's make sure we can hear ourselves. Not yet? No. Oh, no, there I am. There I am. Hear me now. Okay, and on three, two, one to the yo, 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 yo. Phew. I'm not on a loop. I swear I'm not on a loop. Hi, everybody. Wow, So today is very clever today because we have a run of show today for you guys. And of course, you come to learn all about the mathematician, the persona, the gift mode persona called the mathematician. And how can we sell more on Etsy with these data driven strategies of the company using AI to define and help the buyer shop for gifts? This is all part of the big push for gift mode and be known as a destination for gift buying. And there's lots of kind of fancy wording that they've used in order to define why gifts are so important and how dominant, Etsy can just be the dominant player for um, where you go to buy gifts. I think it sounds wonderful. I don't know if you guys ever went into one of your favorite parts of a department store or maybe a local store, but my experience in having gift shops available to me throughout my life has been a joy of joys. Finding things that are perfectly suited for the person that you're buying for, shopping for something that as you're holding it, and it's kind of like a little bit of an overwhelm that you're like, you can't believe that you found it because it is so perfect. Now that's when we are holding on to, the little Rolodex in our mind of who we're shopping for, what they're all about, what they've asked for, what their hobbies are they leaning towards a trend, or all sorts of things. But for the shopper, because our lives are the way that they are and we're exposed to so many things, it can be difficult to eventually come down to the item that you just believe is perfect for the person that you're shopping for. And the way that Etsy is doing this persona, this gift mode personas, it is to walk us through the persona's interests in order to find that perfect item. So that's why it's just there's over 200 personas. That means we're going to be getting together for over 200 days because this is the part of the show where I have a motivational moment for shop owners. Today it's going to be about, I'll start. Yesterday was about having that one thing, that one person, that one just you just can't believe your luck because you're so on target, you're ready to go, you got it figured out. It's that whole at midnight, you're like, I'm going to get up in the morning and I swear to God, I'm going to make my shop be the best shop. I'm going to do the things that I need to do. And then, oh, who knows? You know, you get stopped by a neighbor and, they just want to comment about your eyebrows or something, and it just your whole day just go you know it just becomes like this, what would in my world what's called a flaccid reality. You're just like, you got to be kidding me. I'm on top of the world right now. I am so there with it for me. And what happens, that one badass in your life, and how much they don't care and how you have to make it be where you don't care either. So that was yesterday. Today, it's more, I thought that we would make sure that this goes beyond having a task list or a bullet list of all the things that we have to do, but it has to do with making sure that you stay on it for you. You have to do that. The starts and stops, and maybe I will, and maybe I won't, and someone really shitty said something to me, and yeah, I'm not too sure about this, and I don't know, and all of these sorts of things. Pick that one thing that you know, no matter what, you are going to do for your shop today, and just make it that thing. And if you can make it, this is all well known in the world of motivational speaking and all that. If you can have that one thing, it could be knowing about color. It could be making sure that you're staying up on your the products that you need to make a product. You know that you're staying up on the new innovations, the new technologies that are being used, etc. So whatever it is, we can maybe create a list of the things that maybe oh, that's right. I really never thought of that, but I would love to have to do that every day. I would love to have a devotional for my shop every day. I would love to have a moment of prayer for my shop every day. I would love to call two customers every day. So something that's so small and so minuscule that you know that you can do it, and it doesn't matter what you're up against that day. Because this whole stick to it, over and over we are hearing, it is at the core of success. You have to learn how to stick to it. No matter who you're around, what's okay, I think we're back. So I didn't really think too much about this because I don't want it to come across at all ever that I'm kind of picking this out of a book. But it seems to be a common theme in talking to creators, talking to content creators, talking to people that are motivated because they have a sponsor, that sticking to it. The other part of this, and maybe what it'll be tomorrow, is keeping your promises. Just make them two in one today, because keeping your promises could be all day tomorrow. So it's sticking to it and keeping your promises. Many times we don't realize that as we're setting out some sort of goals, bullet list, have to do, must do's, that at all of that you don't even keep the promise to yourself that you will do something, that you will show up on time, that you will be alert and caring, that you will look for the good and say yes more than you say no for when you need to. So the whole thing about keeping your promises is probably bigger than sticking to it, isn't it? So let's try and keep our promises as shop owners, wherever this is going to take us when you come and visit my channel. And I'm very happy that you do. It's very exciting for me. So the run of show, we'll call that, that was the motivational moment. We're going to go over the daily stock chart, gift mode persona of the day, which is the mathematician. What is Etsy doing on X? Let's make sure that we find a shop that we can highlight. We'll get that from the persona too. And then the follow up is the StreamYard AI thumbnail creation, and it will be for tomorrow's show. So that is where I think things are. If we have to change this around, of course we will. If some of this is just not useful, we will uh, drop it out for something else. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I can just spend 10 minutes on each one, we're good. If I can spend less time on two of those, then I think we're doing really well. Thinking that if we can get the show somewhere under 45 minutes for the first goal, let's see if we can keep that promise to ourselves. So it looks like I've sorted out the bandwidth over here, so I'll go ahead and take that down. And as we get started here, I want to play a couple of my shorts. And we're going to do that right now. So let me hide this down. And I will see you in about 3 minutes. You can have any one little thing come in your way of taking that next step. It is so odd, especially for creatives, that I know that you thought in the back of your mind, wow, what if this was to really work for me? How different my life would be if this was really to manifest itself into something that the CEO spoke of many years ago. And that is being able to earn an income to feed and fuel your family. And the amount of joy that comes out of that from the creative, that they are actually able to do that as if it's some sort of a surprise. This is not a great morning to have. And I do believe that a CEO that comes from some sort of inner strength and experience in their life deserves at least acknowledgement and understanding. This is how I feel about it. So that's the reality here. This is no matter what your shop is doing today, being that it is a publicly traded company, you want the stock to be healthy. You want to be able to see this trough of horror figure its way out. Maybe it does have to go to these superior lows that is sub 40 before we see a flattening and then a rise back up. You do not want to see this stock return to pre pandemic levels that are sub $10. You do not want that to happen. Chingadera, XBT USD. You can have any one little thing come in your way of taking that next step. It is so odd, especially for creatives, that I know that you thought in the back of your mind, wow, what if this was to really work for me? How different my life would be if this was really to manifest itself into something that the CEO spoke of many years ago. And that is being able to earn an income to feed and fuel your family. And the amount of joy that comes out of that from the creative, that they are actually able to do that as if it's some sort of a surprise. Okay, so here we go. The persona today is the mathematician. And how we get there is we open up an incognito window. I do have to present it though on my side, so give me a moment there to do that. Be sure that I've got that right. Gift for mom. Yeah, okay. And share that. So we have a incognito window for Etsy. Let me go over there so we can navigate it together. And now we pretty much know how to get to all of this. It's the Etsy.com. We go to gift mode, and we can see that the cover has changed, become a little bit more vibrant today with a deadline that Mother's Day is May 12th, 5 weeks away. And it's going through a carousel of products, and we can go right into Shop Mother's Day. But our persona today is, it was the art admirer yesterday, and today we're doing the mathematician. So what I want to make sure, I think it was on page 2. I should note that, by the way. I hope that they don't move these around. Cyclists, if you guys see the mathematician, make sure I stop. There's the cowboy. I know what it looks like. I know what the persona, maybe it's on page 3. Let's go to page 3. The mathematician. Ooh, uh-oh. Oh boy. I know it has the symbol pi on it, so. Oh man, they moved it around. The minimalist, the maximalist. Oh, there we go. The mathematician. Here we go, right here. So we're going to hit the mathematician up right here. The mathematician, if our calculations are correct, these gifts are the answer. The mathematician. So it looks like that they may not be using a product, but what we're going to do is we're going to take a screenshot of the product and run that over to Google Images right quick. So let me bring him down and run it over to Google Images. I just have to move my windows around quite a bit here. Oh, there we go. Drag that down. And, well, the image is not picking up right away. And it's almost like what they did was that they put the pie on top of a mock. That item does not exist. That is not an item. And if you take a closer look at it, we can now see that it's really, it is simply the pie symbol. It is not an actual product that I can see so far anyway. So that is so interesting. But it's the value, it's the pi, it's the value of pi, the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter. So that is what that is there. It is not an actual product. And actually, if you look up closely, it is a mock-up that the Photoshop people have dropped down and over. We will keep looking for it, though. I might be wrong. I don't want to be wrong, but on that, but I could be wrong. We'll keep looking for it. So it starts off right away. Remember, this is gift mode. You are now a buyer, and you are looking at coming into Etsy, looking for gifts for the persona, the mathematician. So the very first one is math art. Math art. and all of these beautiful ideas about math art. Um, I have noticed that this first, let's say, block of products seems to have a very wide price range to begin with. So you have a product that's $10, a product that's 30, a product that's 21.40. Really, it's kind of all over the place. But you can pick and choose. Let's make sure you guys can see this. Am I on the right one? Yeah, you guys can see fine. Then the next one is math puzzles. Now, I don't know if there's a persona for the puzzler. There may very well be, but these are the math puzzles that are out there. Once again, you get a lot of all these natural, natural woods, the whole kind of wooden toy um, uh, gifts that are just so nice when you receive a wooden toy. I don't know. This is interesting. It's kind of like this is a star burr puzzle, multicolored 3D printed puzzle. It's a brain teaser, priced well enough. Your pi symbol jewelry right here, a lot of cufflinks and earrings. Um, Pendants and that sort of thing. Math equation t shirts. Without geometry, life is pointless. I'm a retired mathematics teacher, just a girl who loves math. Math greeting cards. Aren't these wonderful? I'd heard from another seller that her greeting cards weren't selling very well, but Etsy feels that the mathematician might need a little bit of loving when it comes to greeting cards. The thing that we discovered yesterday was this other related inspiration for the mathematician. Related inspiration for the mathematician. And this includes the science buff, the space explorer, the teacher, the theater kid. So remember, this is Etsy's version of AI in guiding the gift buying moment in a person's day. So as they're looking and searching, and then they're like, oh, wait a minute here. Okay, it's the math teacher. Let me go into that. Oh, they're really a theater kid, but they're so good at math. And I'll jump over and I'll be inspired by these other items that are for sale that are under and have been assigned as such by Etsy. Who is it for? The wife, the groom, the grandson, the grandmother? Do they love to be around the table? And then look at all of these foodie oriented ones, the wine enthusiast, the cheese lover, etc. here. Okay, so this is how Etsy sees the mathematician as the persona. And we did not find this item because this item does not exist. So we are going to honor one of these sellers. And I think maybe if I was shopping for, I think I'm going to go for the desk set because that's something that people, they become very trendy over time. Sometimes people will hold on to these and they'll put them in other areas of their home, whether it's that they have a little writing desk, or it will go from place to place in people's lives. So that's what we're going to take a look at. This is low in stock, only one left by Crafty Sew Creations, and this is actually a pencil case. It's not a desk set, and a compact case, and it's a for him or her gift, and we'll run through their mock-ups here. Here is the next mock-up, and it does look as though this is actually handmade. Crafty Sew Creations is your shop owner, and they put plenty of pictures in with lots of relatable, the ruler that relates to the size and stuff. That's very useful when you're dealing with things that have to be the right size. Looks very well made. And very clever use of the background. And I think that that is a very cool gift for the mathematician from Crafty Sew Creations. I want to read the The description set of two math equation pencil case and compact pencil case mathematical equations. So they use the word math, mathematical, and mathematician. Math, mathematical, and mathematician. I would think that probably all of the others that this is maybe how they're getting and selecting who will be in that lineup. But three uses of the core phrase mathematician. It's handmade. We'll learn more about how they built up their description. The print on this bag is the same. The item is made from cotton. This item is an ideal pencil case with their sizes in centimeters. Please note that the makeup pens and all of that are not included. Okay, so a very simple, nice pictures, well priced. They got on the cover page. Bravo. Bravo to them. And that is your mathematician. And I will take a copy of this and put this over on our banners. So we have it. There we go. I want to just spend just a moment understanding this. The mathematician, if our calculations are correct, these gifts are the answer. Let's run across this one more time, guys. Math art. Math art. Let's go ahead and take math art. I'm going to run it into Google and see what we're looking at here. Does Etsy own the SEO with math art? So what we didn't see was like a math coloring book. We didn't learn any like spirography kind of stuff. We didn't see any mind bending. And let me go math art Etsy. And when we go math art Etsy, we have the pi symbol, but I don't see anything that is in Google that matches up with what's on the website. Nothing that's selected is on Google. So let's keep going. Math puzzles, pi symbol jewelry, math equation t-shirts. Nothing is matching up. Okay, this is why we do this. There's a persona. It is a rather deep persona here. However, right now there's no matchup between what's going on out in the outside world. It would seem to me very insulated. Let me go to math puzzles, and we'll just look that up. So it's Etsy math puzzles. And there are plenty of Etsy math puzzles. And yet on the carousel, I'm just going through a fast scroll. None of the ones that are picking up on Google are being highlighted and profiled on the persona. So there is no reward. I want to see if I can push this out a little further in my mind. You are not being rewarded, meaning Etsy is not rewarding these sellers to the outside world, to Google. You are not getting anything special out of it, at least, and we'll just keep going. I hope that I can understand why none of those puzzles exist on my incognito search, by the way. Okay. Okay, so that is that. I don't think I have to do anything more on that. I think we're pretty happy with what we have. We'll go ahead and remove that from here. And let me change this so it looks better. The mathematician, if our calculations are. Okay, so did you guys follow what I was just saying there about the persona? Okay, let me X out of that. Go into our run of show. Okay. Oh, that really kind of took me. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. Hmm. Do. I have to think about how I want to proceed. So, let me go ahead and get my I'm on a break banner. uh, there you go. I'll be right back. Okay, we have selected our persona, the Safari Adventure. D57B28 is our line butterscotch color. The green is okay, so that's what it's going to be. And we will do the thumbnail together later on, and we'll just kind of stitch the two things together, but that's what it will be for tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you very much. You have been listening to The Mathematician. If our calculations are correct, these gifts are the answer. Thank you very much to Etsy. We have 200 personas to go through. We have a little bit of a run of show that we've been working with. I'll revisit that again just to make sure it'll eventually get into my head, uh, like what it is that we're doing. You can have any one little thing come in your way of taking that next step. It is so odd, especially for creatives, that I know that you thought in the back of your mind, wow, what if this was to really work for me? How different my life would be if this was really